What's going on? And welcome Tito's Tabletop and a series I like to call
What's in the box?
So I'm constantly getting packages in, whether it's something I crowdfunded or pre-ordered, or even when publishers send me stuff in for content purposes. Oftentimes these packages end up being a surprise to me because I crowdfunded them a long time ago, forgot what version I ordered. So I figured, why not do a whole unboxing series? We're gonna kick it off with this first one. You didn't see me struggle. All right, so this one's a little bit, let me not put my whole address and dox myself. So this one has a little bit of spoilers. As you can see, this is Dice Thrones. I believe it's the X-Men version. I'm a huge fan of Dice Thrones. I think I own almost every single character from Dice Thrones proper. I think I'm missing two. And then I have all of the characters for Dice Throne Marvel. I have a Krampus and a Santa Claus Dice Throne. And I think right around the time where X-Men 97 had come to Disney Plus, a Kickstarter had gone up for Dice Throne X-Men. And I went all in because I absolutely love the X-Men, love most things Marvel. Let's take a look at what's inside. So it looks like the version I got was the new gameplay bundle. So everything X-Men forward. So let's take a look at what's inside. You can see here there are some premium sleeves featuring Cyclops, Jean Grey, Rogue, Psylocke, Iceman, Gambit, Storm, and Wolverine. It also includes a balance update kit. This one is for Miles Morales and Thor from Marvel Dice Throne. And here we have the Marvel Dice Throne X-Men Battle Chest, which has all the available characters. All right, we've got the X-Men here inside the box. And then, of course, we have our 8 characters right here inside. We've got the rule book and tokens, and then the individual characters. All right, so I won't go through every single one, but we'll take a look at Wolverine. So inside each of these is the folding hero board with their different abilities, a character guide with rule clarifications and an explanation of what each character does, and then any unique status effects that that character might have. A combat points counter, so combat points act as a currency in Dice Throne. Each character has their own health counter, each character's individual deck, and a handy turn order guide. Last but not least, they wouldn't call it Dice Throne without some dice, and each character's dice are unique to them. As you can see, these have Wolverine's Claws for 1 through 3, and Adamantium A for 4 and 5, and then Wolverine's Cowl for 6. Also, I'm a big fan for when games do storage really well. So you can see here these game trays have a space for the tokens that I pointed out earlier. They get to punch out, space for the dice, space for the health counter and the combat points counter, and then space for the cards. Now, the reason that there are 2 slots here is that it's exactly enough space for the cards in the deck once they've been put into premium sleeves. So they'll split between the 2 spots. Of course, space for the game board itself, and you can just tuck in the character guide. Now, besides Dice Throne proper, I also backed Dice Throne Missions. So Dice Throne's Missions is a cooperative expansion to Dice Throne. So in the past, they had Dice Throne Adventures, which was very D&D and fantasy-esque, and focused on the original archetypes that were introduced in Dice Throne. But this one is Marvel focused. So you can grab a friend and any of your Dice Throne heroes and jump into one of 20 uniquely crafted missions. And it does support 1 to 4 players. Something to note that obviously this box is just an expansion, and so you do need 1 or more Dice Throne heroes to play. Now, while thematically you probably want to stick with Marvel characters, as you can see, they're the ones listed on the box, both from the original Marvel Dice Throne and X-Men. You are able to play this with any Dice Throne hero that you own. And then I also got premium sleeves for the Dice Throne missions cards. And because I got a promo card set for the missions. You see right here. And then a promo card set for X-Men Dice Throne. So the promo pack contains 8 randomizer cards. So if you can't decide which hero to choose, you just shuffle the randomizer deck and play the first one you pick. And then 8 hero promo cards. So you add this card to your hero's deck for a little extra fun. There's 1 card per hero. And let's go ahead. Let's open this up and take a look and see what they look like. So something else included in the promo pack are 8 mythic cards, 1 for each character. So mythic cards are special abilities that each character can use that are outside the normal Dice Throne game. Or I should say not included with the normal deck. and they are double-sided. So when you activate it, they also have a hollow side. And that's Marvel Dice Throne. Now, I know what you're thinking. There are 8 X-Men included in Marvel Dice Throne. Maybe your favorite's not in there. And actually, now that I think about it, the quintessential X-Men's not in there. I mean, the X-Men of all X-Men. When you think of X-Men, this is who you think of. But fear not. So as part of the campaign, I also got Deadpool, the merc with the mouth himself, breaking the fourth wall any chance he gets. So this has everything you can expect from other Dice Throne products, but also has a painted hero sculpture. A little Deadpool figure. If you enjoyed that and you want more tabletop goodness from unboxings, let's plays, how to plays, and reviews, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.